I was told by those old ones
that every song has a special time and a place where it's sang.
This is our song.
And this is our time.
You used to say the only good Indians were dead Indians.
I must be no good.
no good at being
No good at being Indian.
No good.
Be no good at being Indian.
Because I feel alive and kicking.
We are the bastard reject children
Of manifest destiny.
the offspring of fornicating gamesters.
Raised by our grandparents who told us.
not to confuse being warriors with gangsters.
The Edward Curtis groupies get jazzed by anyone fitting the bill.
And America gets juiced
By every bury my heart at Walmart.
Bury my heart at Walmart.
By every Bury My Heart at Walmart film.
Here I stand before you, this crowd of nations.
This life of sanctions.
And awkward patience like 500 BIA buildings versus a father's unfiltered hate.
Right next to the IHS building with a 2.5-week wait.
With the cinderblock battlefield, where few are left standing.
and the people it's failing.
Its marginalized estate.
I am armed to the teeth.
With words from the ivory tower.
And those good Indians told me.
It's borrowed power.
If I talk loud enough, if I talk clear enough, that I would be heard.
Ma keni ma anumpa hiket ali kaloa.
That for some, talking is singing.
And that for some singing is praying.
Ta'apa, tamubata, nansubukata, anania, etekwa papita toive.
But I guess that depends on who's doing the talking.
And I guess that depends on who is doing the listening.
O tali a koi kon. Koi ken ya do. So understand me in English.
You have been robbed of your tongues.
The taproot of thought in the middle of resisting.
In the middle of resisting, the language got caught, and she only shows her face during ceremony.
Like she's ashamed of her scars.
Like what she has to say is never really heard at all.
And the violence she knows is enough to never sing again.
But I killed the cameraman.
And I stripped him of his lens.
I photographed the body and asked him to forgive.
Forgive me as I cut out your tongue.
Forgive me as I put you in this powdered wig.
Forgive me as I put your body in a museum.
Forgive me of all my sins.
For not being a good Indian. The balls of your forefathers will be traded for whiskey.
To fuel the Molotov cocktails.
To be tossed at your cities.
And the breasts of your mothers.
Severed and bloody.
Will be sold to the freak show.
Will be sold to the freak show for the revelers' money.
Your children will witness their whole world collapse.
As kidnapped siblings.
Must erase names off maps.
So forgive me of all my sins.
For not being a good Indian.
I was taught better than that.
I have more respect than that.
I have more respect than that.
More respect.
I have more respect than that.
So there is no history book with my story.
There is no newspaper to give me my glory.
Because no one has heard this language in years, except Kokopelli.
Dream catchers and a trail of beers.
My voice is a smallpox blanket.
That spreads like fire on the prairie.
Infecting both fist and hatchet.
In the spirit.
In the spirit.
In the spirit.
And the spirit of fucking crazy.